The womb is meant for the individual, the room for the couple, the house for the family, the village for the local inhabitants, the town for the nationals, while the city is for the world. Welcome to another episode. And here we're going to section 9 of chapter 18 of the Holy Quran. Chapter 18 being Surah Al-Kahf, the surah devoted to the cave, the Christians in the cave. Section 9 begins with sign 60. Let's go. وَإِذْ كَالَ وَإِذْ كَالَ مُوسَى لِفَتَاهُ لا أبره حتى أبلغ مجمع البحرين. Behold, Moses said, Kala Musa, to his attendant, Lifatahu, La Abrahu, I will not give up. La Abrahu, I will not give up. Hatta Ablagu Majma al Bahraini, until I reach the junction of the two seas, Bahrain. Aw, yes, Aw Amdi Hukuban, Aw Amdi Hukuban, or until I spend years and years in travel. Aw Amdi Hukuban, until I spend years and years in travel. Until, the word until is in brackets anyway. Without the brackets, it reads, or I spend years and years in travel. Let's go to the three commentaries to this short sign. The commentaries are three, or the commentary is in threefold: 2404, 2409, and 2406. Let's go to 2404. It's against Moses saying. The episode in the story of Moses is meant to illustrate 4 points. 1. Moses was learned in all the wisdom of the Egyptians. Full stop. Even so, that wisdom did not comprehend everything. Even as the whole stock of the knowledge of the present day in the sciences and in the arts and in literature, then in brackets, if it could be supposed to be gathered in one individual, bracket closed, does not include all knowledge. A lesson for all of us. Does not include all knowledge. Full stop. Divine knowledge, as far as man is concerned, is unlimited. Full stop. Even after Moses received his divine mission, his knowledge was not so perfect that it could not receive further additions. Then point 2. Constant effort is necessary to keep our knowledge square with the march of time, and such effort Moses is shown to be making. Then point 3. The mysterious man he meets, and that is chapter 18, sign 60. uh, 5. We'll get there. And I believe that is Hidri, a man called Hidri, uh, whom God wanted to use to lower Moses, to bring down Moses, to make him humble when it comes to knowledge. Hmm? Okay, let's go. Into brackets, uh, 18, chapter 18, sign 65, and note 2411. We shall get there. Hmm? Bracket close. To whom traditions assigned the name of Hidri. Okay, that's it. The name of Hidri, literally meaning green. So Hidri in Arabic means green. Okay, comma. That's literally in green. In literally green is in brackets. It's in brackets. Comma is the type of that knowledge which is ever in contact with life as it is actually lived. Point 4. There are paradoxes in life. Colon. There are paradoxes in life. Colon. Mm. Apparent loss may be real gain. Apparent loss may be real gain. Apparent cruelty may be real mercy. Oh, we shall get there. You see what this commentator is trying to tell us. Hmm? Apparent loss may be real gain. Eh? And apparent cruelty may be, or apparent cruelty may be mercy. Hmm? We'll get there to that. We'll get there. Hmm? Semicolon. Returning good for evil may really be justice. Returning good for evil may really be justice and not generally. That's this very chapter 18, Psalms 79 to 82. It's a very interesting story. Hmm? Okay, brackets close. God's wisdom transcends all human calculation. All that your mind will tell you in physics, in maths, in geography, it's nothing compared to God's wisdom, who is the creator of all these subjects, hmm? All human calculations. And that is uh, commentary 2404 to sign 80 to sign 60. Hmm? We go to the same, we go to the next commentary to the same sign, which is 2405. It is against two C's, Seas, against two C's. The most parable, sorry, pardon me, the most probable geographical location, if any, is required in a story that is a parable. This part is in brackets. Let me take it again. The most probable geographical location, then we come to brackets. If any is required in a story that is a parable, brackets closed, is where the two arms of the Red Sea join together, namely the Gulf of Aqaba, namely the Gulf of Aqaba and the Gulf of Suez. Full stop. They enclose the Sinai Peninsula, comma, in which Moses and the Israelites, spent many years in their wanderings. Full stop. We now go to the next commentary, which is 2406, and it's against travel. Years in travel. It's against that. Let's see. 2406. Hukub. Hukub is there in my reading. Hukban. Hmm? Hukuban. Here it is. Hukub. That's the word going to be explained now. Hmm? Hukub means a long but indefinite space of time. So that's why two words meant a lot. Explains a lot in English. So hukub means a long but indefinite space of time. full stop. Sometimes it is limited to 80 years. And that's the last or the third commentary or the third comment to sign 60. Now, let's go to sign 61. Mm. فلما بلغ بجمع بينهما مجمع بينهما نسيا نسيا هوتاهما. But when they reach the junction, they forgot about their fish. Hutahuma, or no, or hutahuma, Nasia, hutahuma, their fish. They forgot their fish. Nasia, hutahuma. فأتخذ 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 سبيله في البحر في البحر سربا. فأتخذ سبيله في بحر سربا. They forgot which they took its course through the sea into brackets streets as in the tunnel. Mm. Uh, okay, let me take it in English again to make it more meaningful. But when they reached the junction, they forgot about their fish, about is in brackets, which they took its course through the sea, into brackets again, straight, through the sea, straight as in a tunnel. Straight as in a tunnel. We have, how many commentaries do we have there? We have two comments, 07, 08. Yes, two comments, two in one commentary. Mm. Uh, 07 first. 07 first is against the word. Oh, no, yes, it's against the junction. It's against the word junction. Mm. But when they reach the junction, so 07. Mm. Literally, the junction, into brackets, the space. Mm. Literally, the junction, into brackets, the space. The junction of, literally, the junction of the space. The space is in brackets. Mm. Literally, the junction of the space between the two, i.e., the point at which the two seas were united. The point at which the two seas were united. Mm. Akaba and I think Red Sea also were united. Now we go to 2408, and that is against the word fish. Mm. Fish, which is, where is it? It's against the word fish. Mm. Moses was to go and find a servant of God who would instruct him in such knowledge as he had not already got. He was to take a fish with him. The place where he was the place where he was to meet the mysterious teacher, yes, Hidri, the mysterious teacher, that's Hidri, eh, would be indicated by the fact that the fish would disappear when he got to the place. Oh, God's wisdom. So God gave Moses and the servant a fish to take along. And when they find the fish no more, it means that man, Hidri, is there. My Nigerian brothers will say, dear, is there. Hmm? Okay, it means that fish is there. Uh, uh, yes, that was commentary 2408 to sign 61. We now go to sign 62. فلما 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 جاوز sorry فلما جاوز قال لفتاه آتنا آتنا غداءنا. When they had passed on, into brackets, some distance, please, I want to give a full meaning to what I read. That's why I continue reading the brackets along and then trying to remove them without brackets. So please bear with me. Mm. But, sorry, when they had passed on some distance in brackets, Moses said to uh, at, to his attendant, Kala lefatahu, to his attendant, Atina gadana, Atina gadana. Bring us our early meal. Gadana, our early meal. Mm. Uh, lakat, lakat, lakina, lakat, lakina means suffering. Means suffering. Lakina means suffering. Haza nasaban. Haza nasaban. Bring to us our, I've read it. Read, okay, bring to us our early sign. Truly, Lakat, we have suffered much fatigue. Lakat, Lakina means suffering, much fatigue at this stage of our journey. At this stage of our journey. Atuna, Fatana, Hazihi, Nasaban, Hazihi, Nasaban. And sorry, it's Haza Nasaban, Haza Nasaban, rather. Mm. Lakat, lakina, lakina means suffering. Means suffer. Lakina means sufferna haza nasaban. Mm. We have suffered much fatigue at this stage of our journey. Mm. Haza nasaban at this stage, nasaban of our journey. Commentary 2409. 2409, it's at the end of the sign. No. It's against fatigue. Mm. Lakat, lakina means safana. Lakina, we have suffered fatigue. It's against that phrase. 2409. Yes. When they came to the junction of the seas, Moses forgot about the fish, and his attendant forgot to tell him of the fact that he had seen the fish escaping into the sea in a marvelous way. God's word never fails. In a marvelous way. Full stop. They passed on. But the stages now become heavier and heavier and more fatiguing to Moses. That's comment 2409 to sign 62. We now go to sign 63. uh, Kala, Kala, Ara'aita, Ara'aita isn't. Ara'aita is au yana. Ara'aita is a au yana ilal ilal sahratin ila sahratin fa inni nasita fa inni nasitu. Mm. He replied, the servant replied, sowest thou is all in English, please. Sowest thou, into brackets again. What happened? Brackets close. Without the brackets, it reads, sowest thou when we betook ourselves to the rock, mm, uh, is is arena ila sahratin to the rock. Fa inni nasitu. Fa inni nasitu. I forgot. When we betake When we betook ourselves to the rock, I did indeed forgot. Nasitu. Nasitu. Into brackets again, about the fish. Nasitu. Mm. Uh, Nasitu. Al hauta. Nasitu al hauta. Uh, I forgot about the fish. Nasitu al hauta. Mm. Wama wama وما أنسيناه إلا الشيطان وما أنسي وما وما أنسانيه sorry, that's the right thing. وما أنسانيه إلا الشيطان. None but Satan made me forget. None but Satan made me forget إلا الشيطان. And askurahu uh, about it. And askrahu, I forgot about it. And askrahu. Wa atahaza sabilahu fil bahari. Ajaban. Wa atahaza sabilahu fil bahari. Ajaban. It took its course. Atahazu sabilahu. It took its course. Atahazu sabilahu fil bahari. It goes through the sea in a marvelous way. Ajaban, in a marvelous way. That's in a wonderful way. Ajaban. And that was sign 63. Wonderfully, there is no comment to it. No comment to it. So we go on to the next sign. I don't see any comment to it. We go to the next sign, which is sign 64. Kala zalika ma kunna nabgi. Zalika ma kunna nabgi. Moses said that was what we were seeking after. They were seeking after the point where the fish would disappear into the sea on its own accord, as commanded by God. So Moses said that was what we were seeking after. فأري فأرتد على آثارهما فأرتد على آثارهما قصصا فأرتد على آثارهما قصصا. So they went back on their footsteps at Tarihima, mm, following, following. They went on their footsteps, following. But then after that, there is brackets again, the path they had come, following into brackets, the path they had come. فأتر فأتدل فأرتد على آثارهما كسسا. They followed the footsteps, the path they had come. No commentary to that again. Again, there's no commentary there. Let's go to sign 65. This is God narrating. God, the next sign is coming from God. Uh, for Awjada, sorry, for Awajada Abdan min ibadi, for Abjadan, Abdan min ibadina. Uh, so they found one of our servants, for Wajada, for Wajada, the two of them, for Wajada, the two of them, into brackets, in my own brackets, the two of them found one of our servants, min ibadina, aitainahu rahmatan. They found one of our servants on whom we had bestowed mercy from ourselves. Mm, Min rahmatina, uh, yes, فوجد عبدا من عبادنا آتينا رحمة. From us, we gave mercy from us. Rahmatan. Min ibadina, rahmatan min ibadina, uh, of our servants. Of our servants. Wa alam nahu, wa alam nahu min ladunna ilman. Wa alam nahu min ladunna ilman. Ourselves, on whom we had bestowed mercy from ourselves, and whom we had taught knowledge from our own presence, and on whom from ourselves, and whom we had taught knowledge from our own presence. Mm. Min ladunna, from our own presence, ilman, knowledge. Here there is a commentary. I don't know if we escaped some, but let me see. Uh, we did commentary. Oh, I think there were commentaries to 63, which I haven't seen. Sign 63. Pardon me, sometimes my head is not very correct. 63, let's see if we read commentary to sign 63, which is, I think the last commentary was 2409. 2409. 2410. The attendant actually saw the, yeah. 2410. Let's go to commentary 2410. And that is to sign 63. 2410. We haven't read it. 2410 to sign 63. The attendant actually saw the fish swimming away in the sea. But he forgot to tell Moses, the master. The attendant actually saw the fish swimming away in the sea, and yet forgot to tell his master. Full stop. In the case of the forgetting, sorry, in his case, the forgetting was more than forgetting. Oh my God. In his case, the forgetting in double inverted commas, was more than forgetting. The second forgetting has no inverted commas. Mm. Okay. Inertia had made him refrain from telling the important news. Full stop. In such matters, inertia is almost as bad as active spite, comma, the suggestion of Satan. Active spite, comma, the suggestion of Satan. And he mentioned it, the servant mentioned it. Okay, 2411, 2411 to sign 65. 2411 to sign 65 uh, is against finding one of their servants, Hidri. 2411. Comment 2411. One of our servants is going to be explained here. And one of our servants, what that means. His name is not mentioned in the Quran, but tradition gives it as Hidri, comma, or full stop rather, but tradition gives the name of the servant as Hidri. Round him have gathered, round him have gathered a number of picturesque folk tales with which we are not here concerned. Full stop. Hidri in double inverted commas. Hidri means green. Also green also in double inverted commas. Hidri means green. Colon. His name is fresh. His name is fresh and green. His name is fresh and green. So Hidri means not just green, but fresh and green. Of course, every green thing is fresh. When you see green vegetation, it's fresh. When it's withdrawn, it changes color, brownish or so. So Hidri means uh, fresh and green. Mm. And drawn out of the living sources of life, for it is drawn from God's own knowledge. Full stop. He is mysterious. He is a mysterious being. He is a mysterious being who has to be sought for, who has to be sought out. Sorry. He is a mysterious being who has to be sought out. Full stop. He has the secrets of some of the paradoxes of life. Hmm. And who can get these paradoxes of life that Hidri has or that Hidri had? Hmm. Paradoxes of life, comma, which ordinary people do not understand or understand in a wrong sense. Yes, we understand in the wrong sense. As we shall see further on. We're coming to that, viewers. I read this, I think about, I don't know how many years ago, maybe 5 years ago or so. And the memory of it is still in my head. And anybody who reads it will still have the memory in his head. Where evil, something we consider evil, turns out to be holy, good, holy and good. Mm. Shall see further on. The nearest equivalent figure in the literature of the people of the book is Melchizedek. Mm. The nearest equivalent figure in the literature of the people of the book is Melchizedek or Melchisedek, either Zedek or Sedek. People of the book means the Jews, the Jewish scripture, that is the Torah, which the Bible has adopted in part or in whole. Okay, or Melchizedek, into brackets, the Greek form in the New Testament. The Greek form in the New Testament. Full stop. In Genesis 14, XIV, I always make mistakes when it comes to such Roman numerals. I'm not reliable. My head does not give me anything that is reliable. Okay. And where is it? XIV. Uh-huh. In Genesis, XIV, signs 18 to 20. I consider XIV to mean 14. Sign 18 to 20. He appears as king of Salem, comma, priest of the most high God, colon, mm, colon. He blesses Abraham, and Abraham gives him tithes. He blesses Abraham, and Abraham gives his tithe. This is the narration of the Jewish people, mm, which can be found in the New Testament as well. All right, and that's commentary for 2411 to sign 2411 to sign 65. 2411 to sign 65. Uh, Viewers, I think we'll pause here. When we come, we'll get to the most interesting or the more interesting part of it. And that will start from sign 66. Mm. That will start from sign 66 when we come back, God willing, in the next episode. We shall stop here. Uh, Thank you very much. Bye bye. May God be with you all.